Welcome, my beloved soul, and thank you for joining me today. I want you to settle into this moment, not as a mere listener, but as a child of God who is about to hear a truth so powerful, so life-changing, that it could shift the very course of your love story. Before time runs out, there is a divine reason. A shocking, undeniable reason why the one God has chosen for you needs to marry you now. Not tomorrow, not someday in the distant future, but now. Your heart, your soul, your destiny, everything about you has led to this moment. And God is here to reveal it to you. I know your heart has been waiting. I know the nights have been long, the silence unbearable, and the longing deep. You may have wondered why your soulmate has delayed, why they have hesitated, or why the universe seems quiet while your heart races with anticipation. My child, God has not forgotten you, and time is never wasted. Every delay, every pause, every moment of waiting has been orchestrated perfectly, preparing you for what must come next. And today, you will understand why this is urgent, why this is critical, and why there is no room for delay. You see, God's timing is flawless, and His plans are beyond our human understanding. But when He speaks about love, about marriage, about union, He moves with precision. There is a moment, a point in time where everything aligns. The hearts, the souls, the circumstances, and the divine favor. And God is saying to you now, the window is open, the time is ripe, and the reason your soulmate needs to say, "I do," is far greater than you could imagine. Many of you may be carrying doubts, fears, and insecurities. Maybe you have thought, what if they are not ready? Or what if I am not enough? Listen closely, because God sees the very core of your being, your worth, and your purpose. You are enough. You have always been enough, and your soulmate, the one who has been waiting for your arrival, has reached a point where they can no longer deny the truth. Their heart has been stirred, their mind awakened, and their spirit compelled by forces beyond human reasoning. There is a divine urgency here. God is showing that when two souls are destined for union, every day matters, every moment counts, and every hesitation carries consequences. This is not just about love. This is about destiny, about purpose, about the fulfillment of a plan that heaven itself has set in motion. The shocking reason your soulmate needs to marry you now is tied to destiny. A destiny that cannot wait. A destiny that must be embraced before time slips away, before opportunities are lost, before regrets form in the hearts of those who hesitate. I want you to feel this truth deep in your spirit. Your presence in their life is not incidental. It is necessary. It is life-altering. God has placed you in a position of power, influence, and light that only you can provide. And He has done the same with your soulmate, preparing them to recognize, appreciate, and act upon this divine connection. There is a cosmic alignment happening even now, bringing circumstances, conversations, and clarity that can no longer be ignored. Many of you may not yet understand the full weight of this message. Perhaps you have experienced disappointments, delays, or even heartbreaks. Maybe you've been tempted to settle or to give up entirely. God is here to remind you that those trials were never a punishment. They were preparation. They were the refining fire, shaping you, making you ready for this very moment of revelation. And now the moment of truth has arrived. Your soulmate is standing on the precipice of realization. Their heart is beating faster with understanding. Their spirit is awakening to the truth that you are the one they were created to love, to honor, and to commit to fully. And the reason it is urgent now is because delaying further could mean missing the fullness of the blessings God has prepared for your union. There is a timing in love that once missed cannot be recovered. God wants you to know that He has orchestrated encounters, conversations, and divine nudges over time, all leading to this moment. Perhaps you felt sudden clarity, unexpected opportunities, or an unexplainable pull toward each other. These are not coincidences. They are God's fingerprints, signaling that the time to act is now. Your soulmate needs to make a decision, not out of fear or pressure, but out of recognition of what God has already made undeniable. The urgency is also about spiritual alignment. Marriage is not just an emotional or social contract. It is a sacred covenant, a bond blessed by heaven. And when God orchestrates such a union, He does so with precision. Every delay carries a cost, and every hesitation affects the flow of blessings, the opening of doors, and the fulfillment of destinies. This is why the timing is crucial, why the reason is shocking, and why your soulmate needs to commit now. Do not underestimate the power of your presence. You bring balance, harmony, and a completeness that your soulmate has been longing for, even if they were unaware. Your love has a purpose far beyond romance. It is about transformation, destiny, and the fulfillment of a divine plan. And God is saying to you now, step forward, trust the timing, and be ready for the declaration of love that has been written in the heavens. You may feel nervous, anxious, or unsure, but let God's peace wash over you. Know that this moment is sacred, divinely orchestrated, and unstoppable. Nothing in this world can prevent what God has willed. Your soulmate's heart is ready, their mind is aligned, and their spirit cannot resist the truth any longer. The shocking reason they need to marry you now is tied to purpose, destiny, and the manifestation of a love that will change lives, not just yours, but generations to come. As you sit here, hearing these words, feel them in every fiber of your being. This is not idle speculation. This is a divine revelation. The time is now. The call is urgent. The reason is greater than you can comprehend, and it is the moment you have been waiting for. God has prepared your soulmate's heart to see, to recognize, and to act upon the truth of your union. And nothing, no doubt, no fear, no delay, can stop what heaven has decreed. Your task is simple. Believe, prepare, and step fully into the calling of your love story. Be radiant, be confident, and be aligned with the divine plan that has already been written. The moment your soulmate recognizes your worth, your beauty, your presence, and your destiny, everything will change. This is the shocking reason they need to marry you now. And this is just the beginning of understanding the depth, the power, and the divine urgency of your connection. Remember to breathe, to feel, and to embrace this moment. You are on the verge of a revelation that will shift your heart, your life, and your future. Your soulmate is closer than ever to acknowledging the truth, and time is moving quickly. God's plan is flawless, and His timing is perfect, but it requires action, recognition, and openness from both hearts. The shocking reason is about alignment, purpose, and destiny, things that cannot wait. As we continue, know this. What God is about to reveal is not just about marriage. It is about legacy, about fulfillment, about the expression of love in its most powerful, transformative form. Your union is meant to be a beacon, a testimony, and a fulfillment of promises that have been written long before either of you were born. And the urgency? It is divine. It is necessary. It is now. You may have questions, doubts, or fears lingering in your mind. Let them go. Let God's truth wash over you. Let His guidance fill your heart. This moment is sacred. Your soulmate is being drawn, compelled, and guided toward you in ways that cannot be ignored. The shocking reason for this urgency is not trivial. It is monumental, life-changing, and spiritually significant. And as you embrace this revelation, know that you are stepping into the fullness of what heaven has prepared. My beloved soul, as you remain here, listening and feeling, I want you to understand that the moment you are in is unlike any other. It is not just another day, another hour, another chance at love. This is a divine appointment, a sacred encounter between two souls that have been meticulously prepared by heaven. And God is speaking now directly into your spirit, to reveal the next layer of truth, the shocking reason your soulmate must commit, must act, must embrace this union now. Many times, love is delayed, not because it is absent, but because the timing is orchestrated for maximum blessing. There are divine windows, moments when the heavens open, and grace pours in ways that are undeniable. Your soulmate has reached this window. Their heart has been stirred beyond human comprehension. Their mind has been awakened to the reality that you are not just a companion, not just a friend, but their destined partner, their eternal counterpart. And God is saying, do not wait any longer, for delay could cost more than heart. It could cost destiny. Your presence in their life has been more than mere coincidence. Every encounter, every conversation, every shared smile, and even every disagreement has been carefully guided by divine hands to prepare both of you for this very moment. The reason for urgency is tied not to fleeting emotions, but to the fulfillment of a higher plan. A plan that impacts your spiritual growth, your happiness, your legacy, and the generations to come. Consider the blessings that come with a union that is divinely timed. When two hearts come together as God intends, they do not simply create a marriage. They create a sanctuary, a place of mutual growth, understanding, and empowerment. Your soulmate needs to marry you now because heaven has aligned circumstances, opportunities, and revelations that cannot wait. Every hesitation, every delay risks missing the manifestation of blessings that are preordained, blessings that could transform your life forever. There is also a spiritual awakening taking place. Your soulmate is realizing that what they feel, what they long for, and what they are drawn to is not just attraction or desire, it is destiny. It is divine recognition. Their heart is being illuminated by a truth they cannot ignore, that you are the one God intended for them. And the urgency arises because the alignment of heart, mind, spirit, and circumstance has reached its peak. To wait any longer would be to deny the divine call, to risk the fullness of the blessing that only comes when action is taken in alignment with God's plan. Listen closely. God is revealing that your union is more than personal satisfaction. It is a covenant that carries power. Your marriage is meant to be a testimony, a beacon of hope, a living example of divine orchestration. The timing, the preparation, the trials, and the waiting, all of it, has been necessary to reach this moment of divine clarity. Your soulmate is now at the crossroads, where hesitation will no longer serve the purpose of destiny. Their heart is being compelled to act because heaven has decreed it. There is also a deeper spiritual reason that might surprise you. Every moment of waiting has cultivated strength, resilience, and spiritual depth in both of you. These qualities are essential for the sacred bond you are about to form. God is saying that your soulmate needs to act now, because the divine plan requires not just love, but maturity, faith, and readiness. The readiness is now, the growth is now, and the fulfillment of what God has spoken is now. Do not underestimate the unseen forces at work. Angels are moving, circumstances are shifting, and divine interventions are occurring even as you listen. There are signs, confirmations, and synchronizations that point to this exact moment as the perfect time for your union. Your soulmate's heart is being prepared, their mind aligned, and their spirit awakened to the undeniable truth that your marriage is not just right, it is necessary. Now, before time slips away, God is also showing that this urgency is about legacy. Marriage is never just about the two people involved. It is about the ripple effect of love, faith, and blessing. The sooner your soulmate recognizes the divine call to unite with you, the sooner your union can fulfill the higher purpose it was designed for. There is work to be done, blessings to be shared, and destinies to be fulfilled, all of which hinge upon this sacred decision being made without delay. You may feel nervous, perhaps even anxious about the timing or the enormity of what is being revealed. Let God's words settle in your heart. The urgency is a sign of divine favor, not pressure. It is a call to embrace what is already yours, to step into a love that is destined, and to act with courage, faith, and confidence. Your soulmate's need to marry you now is a reflection of the readiness that heaven has cultivated, the alignment that has been orchestrated, and the extraordinary purpose that can only be fulfilled together. And here is the shocking truth that God wants you to understand. Their hesitation has been broken, their heart has been stirred, and the realization has dawned that their life is incomplete without your presence. This is not ordinary love. This is a divine imperative, a heavenly mandate that cannot be postponed. Time is moving, doors are opening, and the moment for declaration, for commitment, and for action is now. My beloved soul, as you receive this, I want you to embrace the power of prayer, faith, and readiness. Prepare yourself not just emotionally, but spiritually. Strengthen your heart with patience, courage, and trust in God's perfect timing. The reason your soulmate needs to marry you now is rooted in destiny, divine alignment, and spiritual necessity. Nothing else, neither doubt, fear, nor circumstance can stop what God has orchestrated. Feel the weight of this revelation. Know that your presence, your love, and your destiny are all converging at this critical moment. The longer you wait, the more you risk delaying the blessings, the fulfillment, and the joy that God has prepared. Your soulmate is awakening, recognizing and moving toward the truth of your union, and the time to act is now. This is the layer of understanding, the deepening of truth that your heart has been seeking. The first part revealed the initial urgency, the divine timing, and the awakening of recognition. Now you understand that it is about blessings, legacy, and spiritual alignment. And as we continue, you will come to see the full, shocking reason, the revelation that will leave you in awe of God's orchestration and in awe of your soulmate's heart that can no longer deny the call. Beloved soul, this is not just a message. This is a revelation, a divine unveiling of truths that have been hidden, waiting, and now must be revealed. The shocking reason your soulmate needs to marry you now is deeply personal, profoundly intimate, and eternally transformative. God is showing that your presence in their life is not just a blessing, it is a necessity. You carry within you qualities that your soulmate has been searching for, often without realizing it. Your heart, your spirit, your love, your patience, your resilience. These are not mere attributes. They are divine instruments designed to complete the very fabric of your soulmate's soul. And the realization of this necessity has reached a peak, a tipping point, where delay is no longer an option. There is a sacred chemistry between you, a connection so intense, so undeniable, that it transcends human logic. Your soulmate feels it in ways they cannot articulate. They recognize a resonance, a harmony, and a depth in your presence that shakes them to the core. This is why God is saying, the time for hesitation is over. The moment for acknowledgement, commitment, and union is now. Every heartbeat, every thought, every silent prayer your soulmate has whispered has been leading to this very instance. The urgency is also about completeness. Your soulmate has been searching, wandering, seeking a sense of wholeness, and God is revealing that they cannot achieve it without uniting with you. This is not about convenience, attraction, or circumstance. It is about destiny. You are the missing piece, the divine complement to their existence, and the shock of this truth has ignited a fire in their heart that cannot be ignored. God wants you to understand that love in this context is transformational. When they marry you, it is not merely a union of hearts. It is the merging of destinies, the fulfillment of a higher purpose, and the unlocking of blessings that will ripple through generations. The reason they need to act now is because every delay postpones not just their joy, but the fulfillment of divine assignments tied to your union. Heaven has timed this perfectly, and the moment is now. Your soulmate has reached a profound realization that their life, their dreams, their very spirit is incomplete without your presence. They have been confronted with the truth repeatedly, in moments of quiet reflection, in unexpected encounters, in dreams, in sudden clarity, and now the realization can no longer be denied. The urgency is real, and it is shocking, because it reveals the depth of need that goes beyond human comprehension. There is also a spiritual alignment that must not be overlooked. God is orchestrating every detail, every circumstance, every encounter, so that your union is not just beneficial, but essential. Angels are at work, guiding both of your hearts, opening doors that were once closed and closing paths that would distract from destiny. The shock comes in understanding that this urgency is not optional, it is essential. Every hesitation diminishes the power of what heaven intends to accomplish through your marriage. Think about the impact this union will have. It is not just about you and your soulmate. It is about the lives you will touch, the hearts you will inspire, and the testimony you will create. God has chosen this moment to show that love, when aligned with destiny, carries transformative power. Your marriage is meant to be a beacon of hope, a proof of divine orchestration, and a living example of heaven's intervention. This is why your soulmate cannot wait any longer. They need to act now to unlock the fullness of blessings that are waiting. God is also revealing that hesitation has been part of the testing, the refining, and the preparation. Your soulmate has had to reach a point of realization, clarity, and spiritual awakening. And now that point has arrived. The shock is that this realization is overwhelming, undeniable, and compelling. They cannot resist it, they cannot ignore it, and they cannot delay it. The time is urgent because the spiritual, emotional, and practical alignment has been perfected. Beloved soul, feel this truth deep within you. Your love is essential. Your presence is transformative. Your union is necessary. And the shocking reason your soulmate needs to marry you now is because the universe, the heavens, and God Himself are converging to ensure that destiny is fulfilled, that blessings are unlocked, and that love reaches its highest expression. Nothing else, no delay, no distraction, no doubt, can interfere with what has been written in the stars and decreed in heaven. As you embrace this revelation, prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit. The union that is about to unfold is not ordinary. It is extraordinary, it is divine, and it is urgent. Your soulmate has been guided, prompted, and awakened to recognize the truth, and the moment for action is now. The shock of understanding the depth, the necessity, and the timing of this union will leave them, and you, speechless. The final piece of this revelation is about courage, faith, and readiness. Your soulmate may still have fears, uncertainties, or lingering doubts, but God is breaking through every barrier. The divine urgency is not punishment. It is opportunity. It is the opening of a door that, once passed through, will change lives forever. They need to act now to embrace the blessings, the completeness, and the destiny that comes with uniting with you. And as you receive this, know that God is speaking directly to both of your hearts. He is reminding you to be ready, to trust, and to embrace what is already yours. Your soulmate has reached a point where delay is impossible. They are ready to say yes, to commit fully, and to honor the divine plan that has brought you together. The shocking reason they need to marry you now is not just about love. It is about destiny, purpose, and the transformative power of God's timing. You have journeyed through this revelation, layer by layer, truth by truth. And now we arrive at the final unveiling, the ultimate reason, the divine confirmation, the shocking truth that your soulmate must marry you now. This is the moment where heaven's plan becomes undeniable. where destiny aligns, and where nothing can stand in the way of what God has decreed. Your soulmate has reached a pivotal point. Every encounter, every prayer, every whisper of the heart has led to this instant. And God is saying the time for hesitation is past. The shocking reason they must marry you now is because every second counts in fulfilling the purpose that heaven has prepared for both of you. The delay is no longer an option. For the fullness of blessing, the expression of divine love, and the fulfillment of your shared destiny depend on immediate action. God is revealing that your union is not just for personal joy. It is a spiritual alignment that will shake foundations, change lives, and set into motion a chain of blessings that cannot be delayed. There are doors that will only open, opportunities that will only be unlocked, and miracles that will only manifest once your soulmate steps forward to commit fully. The urgency is divine. The necessity is eternal. The reason is shocking, for it surpasses human understanding. Your soulmate has been guided, tested, and prepared by forces they cannot see but can feel. Angels have been dispatched, circumstances have been orchestrated, and God Himself has been moving in the background, ensuring that when this moment arrived, nothing would prevent the recognition of your destiny together. And now, that moment is here. The shock of this revelation is that everything in their life, their past struggles, their longings, their unanswered prayers has led to you, to this union, to this sacred covenant. Beloved soul, understand this, your presence in their life is a necessity, not a coincidence. You bring completion, balance, and divine harmony. Your love is transformative. It is life-altering, and the reason they need to act now is because the alignment of heart, mind, and spirit has reached its peak. To hesitate further would be to resist destiny, to delay blessings, and to ignore the unmistakable call of heaven. The shocking truth is also this: your marriage is a vessel for purpose. God is revealing that together, you and your soulmate will accomplish things that could never be done apart. Your union carries divine influence, spiritual authority, and the power to impact lives beyond your imagination. Every delay robs not just your joy, but the manifestation of the mission God has set before you. This is why the call is urgent, immediate, and non-negotiable. God is showing that this urgency is also about timing. Life is finite, moments are fleeting, and windows of opportunity do not remain open indefinitely. Your soulmate has reached a point of clarity and awakening that can no longer be postponed. The shock is that heaven itself is orchestrating this moment, pressing the heart, enlightening the mind, and awakening the spirit so that commitment is unavoidable. The time is now because destiny waits for no one. Your soulmate's realization is profound. They see your worth, your grace, your strength, and your beauty. They understand, deep in their soul, that life without you is incomplete, that love without you is hollow, and that destiny without you is unfulfilled. This is the shocking reason they need to marry you now. Because the union of your hearts is essential for the completion of God's plan, the fulfillment of blessing, and the revelation of divine love in its purest, most powerful form. There is also a spiritual imperative. Every delay, every hesitation, every doubt has consequences. But every action in alignment with God's timing unlocks unprecedented favor. Your soulmate's decision to commit now is not just about marriage. It is about obedience, faith, and alignment with a divine plan that has been centuries in the making. The shock lies in realizing that their hesitation has been part of preparation. But now preparation has turned into divine urgency. Beloved soul, as you hear this, know that you are standing at the threshold of destiny. Your heart is ready. Your spirit is aligned, and heaven is waiting for the declaration that will seal your union. The ultimate revelation is this: your soulmate's heart cannot wait any longer, because God has written this love story in eternity, and every second matters. The shocking reason they need to marry you now is that the unfolding of heaven's plan depends upon it. This is not speculation. This is divine truth. The angels, the heavens, and the very hand of God have moved to ensure that recognition, commitment, and union occur now. Your soulmate's heart has been awakened. Their mind has been illuminated. Their spirit has been stirred. And nothing, no fear, no distraction, no delay, can prevent the fulfillment of what heaven has decreed. As you absorb this revelation, I want you to embrace the power of faith, trust, and readiness. Prepare yourself emotionally, spiritually, and mentally for the fulfillment of this divine union. Your soulmate is ready to commit, to honor, and to unite with you fully. The shock of understanding the depth of urgency, the necessity of action, and the power of divine orchestration will leave you speechless, filled with awe and overwhelmed with gratitude. Beloved soul, the moment has come. Your presence, your love, and your destiny are essential. Your soulmate needs to act now because every hesitation delays blessings, diminishes destiny, and postpones the transformative power of divine love. The shocking reason is revealed. God's perfect timing has arrived. Heaven's plan is unfolding, and your union is a divine mandate that cannot be ignored. Step into this moment. Embrace it, trust it, and know that when your soulmate says, "I do," they are not just committing to you. They are fulfilling destiny, honoring heaven, and embracing the extraordinary, life-altering, divine love that has been prepared just for you. The shocking reason is clear. The call is urgent, and the time is now. Your soulmate's heart, your destiny, and God's plan converge in this sacred, unstoppable, and miraculous moment.